Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Hart here. This is the Little Piece of Hart channel, and everything on this channel is dedicated to a low carb lifestyle, low carb diet. Everything low carb you will find here. If you are not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I will wait. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Today's video is going to be 6 things that I have found that have been a game changer for restarting the low carb diet. Yes, restarting. I did the low carb diet back in 2013 when I wanted to lose weight for my wedding. Had tremendous success, and then I had my son, and then I just had my daughter, and I did low carb after him, and I'm doing it now after my daughter's birth too. I don't know if you guys can hear her, sorry. She's here, and my husband's mowing the lawn. Baby's right here. We're just going with it. We're just doing it. So, today's video is gonna be a whole bunch of motivation for you guys. So if you're feeling stagnant on a low carb diet and you maybe need some refresher, or maybe you've like hit a plateau, these are things that I've learned over, you know, the third time now doing this diet that can really help you have success. So let's jump right on into it. So what I normally did in the past, the first thing, number one, is I would follow a meal plan from the George Cruz book, The 100, and that is my go-to book. If you are brand new to low carb, I suggest reading that book to learn the science behind it, and then also getting like a really solid meal plan. This time, however, I'm following intuitive eating. And if you don't know what that is, that basically means if you're hungry, you eat. If you're not hungry, you don't eat. So I found that this really helped me kick my last like 10 or 15 pounds that I had to lose before my daughter was born. So I'm going with it again. And to be honest, I have zero appetite lately, and I don't know if that's been helping me jumpstart my weight loss or not, but I'm going with it and it's been great. So I would suggest intuitively eating and not just eating your meal plan because you're supposed to. If you're not hungry, I would say don't eat. Try it out for a couple days and see if it works for you, but it has been tremendously amazing for my results for me this time. To go along with that, number 2 is, I'm reading from my phone, watching your portions. Stop when you're full, and then don't eat when you're not hungry. So I thought in the very beginning like a low carb diet was like the abundance of food and you could just eat all this food, and you definitely can. Like you can fill up on veggies and meats and cheeses and everything like that and still stay low carb keto. But if you're getting super full, I found that before, like I would be eating part of the meal plan, like the designated amounts, like 2 cups of this, 1 cup of this, and it was making me full. And I was like, oh cool, like I'm on a diet, but I'm not hungry. That hindered my weight loss. This time I am stopping before I'm full. I'm really watching my portions. I've always had a problem with my portions personally in my life, just overeating all the time because food tastes amazing. So I just literally can't stop. But this time I'm really trying hard not to, and I think it's helped me so far. So I would suggest watching your portions. A lot of times if you're not measuring things out, you think you have 1 portion, but it quickly turns into 2 portions, sometimes 3, if you're not careful, especially if you go back for a second or a third plate at dinner time or at lunchtime. Number 3, probably the most important little tip I have for you this time. I have had no keto flu, not even a minute of having the keto flu. And I have a previous video about this where I had no clue. I was kind of guessing at what helped me. Now I know. Now I am the savior. Write this down. You have to drink water with added electrolytes. What is that? That can be this alkaline water. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. This is the alkaline water that includes electrolytes that I love. This is from Walmart brand. You can get it there by the jug. It's amazing. Drink this water, especially in the very beginning, because what happens is when you're detoxing from carbs and sugar, your body is low on electrolytes. I know, right? Sounds so simple. Last time I had the keto flu for 9, almost 10 days, where my heart would be racing. I would be checking my heart rate on my watch. It was insane. I felt lethargic. I had a headache. I felt like outer body. Like I just felt like, almost like as if I was drunk, but I clearly wasn't. It was the middle of the day. It was just crazy how bad the keto flu made me feel. This time, drink water with electrolytes. If you don't want to purchase water, if you want to make your own at home, take your tap water, whatever water you normally drink, add some pink Himalayan sea salt to it. All right, here's my grinder. This thing is amazing. Get yourself a grinder, get yourself some pink Himalayan salt rocks. You can get them just at your grocery store. and then grind away. I will probably do in a container about this big. This is 32 ounces. I would do like probably, seriously, like 8 or 10 grinds of this salt, and it just makes the perfect electrolyte water that you're looking for. If you need something with more flavor, you could always do Gatorade Zero, but I feel like the salt and the water just really works quickly. So when you start a diet, I don't know if you're like me, there are certain things that I like look forward to each day and that I have to have, and if you're gonna put me on a diet where I have to restrict myself to those specific things, it's not gonna work. One of those things is coffee. I need to have my coffee. I've been making coffee the same way for years now. I just have regular coffee, 2 Truvia to sweeten it, and then a sugar-free creamer. I need that in my life. And then I also like to add whipped cream to my coffee, which is low carb, technically, but I can't live without this. I look forward to it. I go to bed thinking about this coffee. Me and my sister were just talking about this the other night. We literally go to bed thinking about our morning coffee, and I'm not ready to give that up yet. Someday, will I do the half and half in black coffee and maybe do a bulletproof coffee again one day? Yes, probably. Right now, no. I can't give up my coffee. Same thing with my wine.
Getting bean right now?
No, I'm talking about it.
I was gonna say, I'm really falling in love with you.
No. It's only...
Listen,
It's 2:45.
Can I get my hopes up?
No. My favorite wine. This guy right here. This little boy. This is my favorite wine. I love this brand, and I like the Cabernet, and then I also like the red wine, which is like a red blend. I'm not afraid of wine while I am dieting or when I'm doing low carb. I've had wine from the get-go because in the 100 book, he always incorporated red wine into the meal plan. So I was never scared of it, and it doesn't help me lose more weight if I don't drink it, and it doesn't help me lose more weight if I do drink it. So to me, why would I give that up? Mama needs a glass of wine at the end of the night sometimes, and during this whole lockdown pandemic situation, please do not take away my wine. Do not. So that was my number 4. If you have something that you need to have in your diet and that you cannot give up, that still is low carb. I mean, red wine technically is low carb, so is my coffee. It's not crazy, but you don't have to give up those things and go to like the drastic measures of just drinking black coffee. Keep something in your life that you look forward to, especially now. It's better to stay on track and have these things than to fall off track after only a couple days and not stick and get to your goal. Okay, number 5. I have decided this time to eat more real foods. And what do I mean by that? So I did an Aldi haul a couple videos ago, and there's so many good like low carb options for bars and for prepackaged like cauliflower crackers and things like that, and then like coconut cookies, all those things. Those things are great, but I'm not using them as a crutch in the very beginning. I'm sticking to vegetables and my protein sources and my dairy, and I'm trying to not eat too many things that are like from a box. And I honestly feel, my body feels so much better doing that, especially in the very beginning. So I'm testing it out now. I am using a couple of prepackaged things like cauliflower rice that's in the freezer bag because I don't have time to grate a cauliflower right now. And I don't have time to clean my kitchen from the mess that I make from grating my cauliflower. So I just used a bag from like Green Giant or from, you know, the store brand, and that will be part of my dinner. So I have been using prepackaged things in that sense, but like as far as the snacks and things like that, I'm really staying away from that and just focusing on vegetables and protein, eggs, dairy, those kind of things. And I feel like that has really helped my success this past week as well. That being said, last thing, number 6, is pick some easy meal plan things and easy recipes. Making something from scratch is always gonna taste better. It's always gonna taste better. My cauliflower rice and peas recipe, I absolutely love that recipe, but it is what it is right now. Everybody's kind of stressed out. Everybody's trying to figure out like, what are we doing? Like what's the future hold for us? And I feel like eating should be exciting in your life. I've always felt that way. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that I feel like this. I get so excited about food. I love food, and I hope that translates over to you guys. And low carb food makes me feel the best. So if I can go in and be like, okay, what do I feel like eating today? And I know so well, since I've done the diet a couple times now, I know exactly what to eat to get the results that I want. And now I'm just tailoring it to where it makes sense to lose the weight quickly so that I can reach my goals. So having easy meals, and maybe even what I've been doing is making a meal for dinner and making 2 or 3 portions of it, and then portioning it out so that the next day I can just focus on feeding my husband, my son, and feeding my daughter, and just I already have my meal planned. So it just takes the guesswork out of it, and it makes it easy to follow. You want to have a diet or lifestyle, especially when you're transitioning to it and like restarting it or getting out of a rut and things like that. You want to make it easy on yourself. So that's why I wanted you guys to make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because my very next video is going to be a what I eat in a day. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been eating this week. It's been pretty similar this whole past week, so this is a great baseline to show you exactly what I've been eating. And just in Thursday, Friday, oh my gosh, only 3 days. So in 3 days I have lost 4.8 pounds, which is awesome. Like, I don't think I had that good of results even the first 2 times I did the diet or did the lifestyle, changed my lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. I don't even think I had as good of results as I did this time. And I really think it's because of these 6 things that I'm trying to incorporate. So let me know if you guys have any tips that you have for anybody who is restarting their diet or who's gotten into a rut. Definitely leave them down in the comments below. I'm so glad that you guys have joined me today. I hope that I can be kind of a positive light in this crazy time, and I hope you will subscribe so that you don't miss any new videos with me, Kathleen Hart. And also, if you're new, I do have a blog, a recipe blog, where I have full meal plans that I have written out, as well as a ton of recipes and just content for you guys. That's always going to be linked down in the description box. So with all of that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you really soon with my next video. Bye, everybody.